Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EUR/FX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look again on the Forex market. What's going on here? The major event of this week has happened. We've got first retail sales, which is a bit worse than expected, but it was not as important as the Fed statement. And finally, we've got the Fed statement. In general, Fed has confirmed our suggestion that it should be a bit more hawkish in their statement by the main reasons so that we discussed in the weekly report. So we talked about the situation in employment. We talked about the inflation currently, and that in the current situation with employment is stabilizing, Fed should get more tools and more freedom with tightening the policy as inflation hits the all records. And that actually has happened. What we've got per result was actually everything that markets were intending to get. So first we've got that information that employment stands very good, economic growth stands solid, inflation is too high, and it means that we need to act more aggressively. That's what Fed said. Finally, they talked about the fiscal support of the economy that should be contracted. So the stimulus should be gradually decreasing. That immediately led to the changing of the expectation of the rate change. So next year now market expect to get 3 rate changes compared to the just 2 rate changes that were anticipated previously. So with this information on the background, we've got the upward reaction after the first drop. So first drop was based on the more hawkish statement that mostly were expected. Upward reaction, my suggestion is that most of the profit taken by the speculators. It was a kind of the sell on the fact. So those who have taken the bearish position, anticipation of the more hawkish statement from the Fed, you could see minor reversal, minor pullback. It is real question whether it will be long term or not. Currently, I have real doubts that we've got real reversal already, and that will lead to some extended upward action. Because currently we do not have any reasons for that. Besides, today we also will get the European Central Bank meeting, which also could bring some surprises. We will see. But if European Central Bank also will change rhetoric in favor of some a bit more hawkish statement, that of course could support euro and could make the upward action more extended. If European Central Bank again will be just anemic and flat, in this case hardly will get something valuable, and market could easily turn back again. Why I have some doubts on the current upward performance? First of all, because on any currency that you will see, upward reaction was very shallow. For instance, let's take a look. On the cable, it was total ignoring of the recent statement. So you can see nothing has happened. Because today everybody will watch for Bank of England, whether they will change rate or not. And that's why you can see Fed statement mostly totally were ignored. Yes, we've got here in mind a very small bullish reversal candle, but it's not reaction on the Fed, so usually ready to see. So on any other currency, for example, an Australian dollar, we've got also not very significant reaction. Yes, maybe here is a bit stronger than on the cable and on the euro, but very similar to the euro currency. On the New Zealand dollar, it's very small reaction, no rally. On the New Zealand dollar, by the way, we could keep an eye on the double repo that we have discussed. So we will see. Maybe later we will get something, because here we've got some bullish reversal candle still has been formed, although market then stopped here. On the Bitcoin, we also do not see really very fast reaction. Usually when the Fed tells something really important and drastic, it leads to very fast action, significant greater scale. That we do not see it. It makes me think that well, it really might be just short-term reaction from the speculators on the closing the profit, taking the profit on the positions that have been opened for just in anticipating of the more hawkish statement from the Fed. So finally on the dollar index, guys, let's take a look what has happened here. Yes, we have some spike. It's a bit deeper than on the euro currency on the daily chart. And even here we have some reversal. In fact, we have got a triple to sell pattern on the dollar index. Maybe it will lead to some further downward action. Here we will see. But currently, well, the performance also stands not very strong. And I have checked here for maybe grabbers, but market slightly hasn't touched the MACD predictor. So we don't have any grabbers here. So as you can see, reaction and result, the taste of this statement is a bit mixed. It's just because of the market reaction. So it's not as strong as it might be. So what we could do currently on the euro currency in such circumstances? First of all, we haven't got the pattern that we intend to see. So reaction on the reversal bar has happened. Market has shown some drop here yesterday. But no big patterns have been formed yet. And market actually has spiked down the triangle and returns back up again. So this is potentially bullish sign. Trend stands bullish. So it means that on the daily chart, we don't have yet the pattern. And well, currently we probably could focus only on intraday chart performance, hoping that maybe European Central Bank will be more hawkish in the statement as well. That could support rally on the euro currency. But in this moment, the only thing that we see is theoretically suitable for trading, it's actually recent reversal candle, which has nice momentum. And in fact, we've got a kind of the godly triple to buy. So butterfly, as you understand, has been erased just because market has created the new lows compared to this one. It's very tricky action. In fact, here we've got some kind of the wash and rinse of these lows. So market grab stops that was placing tightly below it and shows reversal. That's from the technical point of view. With this godly triple to sell, it's not also everything perfect, just because if we'll calculate this A, B, C, D pattern, you will see that OP target has not been reached precisely. So OP actually stands below it. But by the shape, this is A, B, C, D, and in fact, we could treat it as a godly triple. So with this pullback up, this pattern is already a complete minimum target. So it's no minimum target of the pattern is the 30% reaction. So mostly it is done already. So it means that the only thing that we could consider is the momentum of this candle, which is relatively strong, and hoping that it might get some at least minor continuation to the upside. Some kind of the ABCD pattern based on this candle. Hopefully, European Central Bank will also provide some support. Maybe. We will see. For that purpose, you could keep an eye on some support areas. So nothing new we could find here. So if market will show some pullback, hoping on the momentum in this thrusting action recently, maybe it will get some extension, just based on the strength that's shown here. That's the only short-term setup that we could focus, because guys, currently I really have the doubts that with the old bearish statement from the Fed, hawkish statement for the Fed and bearish for euro currency, we will get more or less extended action right now. So we will see what will happen. Because overall statement is not very supportive to performance on the euro currency actually. Well, that's why I suggest that it would be better to focus on just short-term stuff that we have here. Besides here, we do not have any clear patterns as well. We have just momentum, reversal bar, and that's all. We do not have clear bullish reversal patterns. So it also makes overall setup not just outstanding. So it's more or less acceptable based on the trend action. So that's actually all that we have. So that's why I think that you could consider this type of action, this setup, watching for European Central Bank, and do not take any more or less significant positions until weekend. So on the next week we will see what will happen, because markets also need time to understand, to think about the recent statement, to make the decision, and then adjust their positions. Usually this happens after the weekend. So That's our view currently on the Forex.